Hello everyone. For past 7 years, I have been part of Molina Healthcare, and in my last job there, I was projects director, managing one of the biggest portfolio of projects, and I have seen amazing growth there. When I was there for past 7 years, I saw annual growth rate of 35%, compounded annual growth rate of 35% there, and it also gave us amazing opportunity to have a lot of projects and have a lot of program managers and project managers. So when we used to interview any program manager or project managers, we used to ask a couple of questions to find out their suitability for the job. I noted down 7 questions for everyone, and that applies to any industry, any company. Most of the people who go for project manager interview or program manager interview, they will be asked similar questions, and the intention is to identify whether that person is really fit for the job. So first question, and that actually applies not just for project management jobs but for other jobs as well. The first question is, tell us about yourself. And this is excellent question. This is your opportunity to actually showcase your knowledge. And remember, our personality you cannot fit in a 2-minute speech. So it's your 2-minute speech where you are going to talk about yourself, which is relevant to the job. So make sure that you highlight part of your personality, part of your knowledge, part of your education, part of your experience, which is suitable for this job. This is also your opportunity to lead them to another set of questions. So if you talk about a project and you want to talk about some specific projects, mention those things there, because it will lead interviewer to next set of questions which might be around those projects. So this is good opportunity. The second question is, and this is to understand your knowledge of the industry, because people expect project managers not just to be somebody who is facilitator, but somebody who actually understand the industry, understand the company, and actually get the things done. So the second question is, it'll be more around industry, that what do you know about our industry, or some latest updates, what's happening in our industry, or tell us top 2 challenges faced by our industry. And this is also your chance to showcase your knowledge of the industry. The third question, this is one of my favorite. What do you know about our company? This is very good question, and you should always be prepared, because when you're applying for a company, the expectation is that you really want to work there, and when you really want to work in a company, that means you inquire something about that company. You can find out some information online about the company on their website, on Wikipedia. My favorite for public companies is that go to their investors page and download their annual report, the 10K statement. You can also find on sec.gov. Most of the public companies, they have to submit their annual returns. This is the best. This is the treasure trove of information about that company, about that industry, and financials, and a lot of information. And if you really love financials, this is the information where you should know about company. Although you are not expected to know all those things and not expected to talk about this thing, because the answer to this question is like in 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, or maximum 2 minutes. But if you know this thing, it'll help you prepare much better for your interview, as well as to help understand the problems faced by the company. Then the fourth question is some case study. You'll be asked, tell us about a project which you did in the past 1 or 2 years, end to end. How did you manage that project? Now here is the thing, sometimes you may be asked as your own choice, that you choose your own project, or sometimes you may be asked about a project which you listed in your resume. But either way, it's your choice, because either you listed there because you know and you are very comfortable about that project, or it's an open question and you can pick and choose any project which is relevant to that company, that industry. And the main purpose of this question is to understand your style of project management, how you do that from beginning to end. Then the fifth question, this is about communication strategy. So project management is all about getting things done by communicating well, right? So what has been your communication strategy? How you used to prepare your communication plan? How you used to deliver bad news? How you used to manage stakeholders? So something around that will be there. So be prepared. Don't just go with the theoretical knowledge. Be with some actual real life examples. Risk management, how you manage your risk. Give us some examples where your project, you notice that there are some risk in the project, and how did you manage those risks. This is very crucial because here we want to understand that what exactly is your style of managing risk, how proactive you are, and how you go and find out of box solution, how you collaborate with people. That's the key. The last question. So there are multiple questions, but here in this video I'm going to cover only 7 questions, top 7 questions. So the last 7th question is it's around how you, when you manage a project, how you develop your teams. So it'll be around that, okay, how you manage performance of your team, or how you motivate your team. Now the motivation and all that, it's not about bringing cookies to the project management meetings, but more about really working together and managing their performance, monitoring that performance, and especially it's all about self-management, how you manage yourself to manage your team, how you bring in the best out of your team. So here be prepared, and again with real life examples, and hopefully all these 7 questions, if you are prepared, will help you. But remember, you can't fake these questions. These are real life examples. So the best way to prepare for these questions is actually live the answers to these questions, live in your life. When you manage the projects, make sure that you really understand the industry, really understand the business objectives, you really understand and manage those projects very well. Then only you can succeed in these questions. You can't fake them. You can't just remember the answers and think that nobody will know. You really have to live that. Hopefully it will help all of you guys. If you have any thoughts, put that in comment. Thank you.